great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beal. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the lone running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They'll ride the hot hand, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Easy. Hurricane.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The hand to the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move to keep running.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moves the pocket. It's Jennings. And that is incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Play action on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Out wide left, it's shot. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The fake wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Beebe on the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He's changing the play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, SMU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Beebe. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Finds his back in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second and long here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. To the air, it's Hoover. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that is exactly the execution you want from your zone defense, man. Zone defense means eyes on the quarterback. As soon as he throws the football, eye break. Nice job breaking on the football, being physical, not allowing him to make that catch over the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Follows his blocks. It's Beebe. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field, and they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. The handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Cooper. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Mustangs!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end now in motion. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Wilson will throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now they'll try the right side. All over him immediately.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Back's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wilson to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Hits inside. It's Richard. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle. It's Barker. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to establish the run. Stopped right there.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
They'll need a bunch on second down. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They're going to run it to the right. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Cooper. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the back in the middle. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at New Mexico State taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. And it's the Aggies with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it took them a long time, but they finally picked up their first win in what's been a difficult season.
Going to the run to start this second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
They'll run it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rid of it on the RPO. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Running to the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Quarterback keeper. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Making the adjustment. Throwing, Hawkins. Keeping his eyes downfield. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. They'll go to the counter play. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wilson will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Left side is Cooper. Powers through the defender. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Push is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. quick give. It's Richard. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wilson to pass. Out wide left, it's Barker. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 180 race car, 180 race car.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run the counter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Look out! And he never had a chance.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Hits the hole. It's Richard. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Out wide right, it's Cooper. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Going to the running game. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll pull it down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Red. Hey, move. Why did he go?
They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.